Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Team Conquer call. Today is September 22nd, 2016, and we are basically, I think, halfway done with the month. We're welcoming a new season, and I'm very excited because fall brings scarves, boots, jackets, and change. And we're all about change.
Yes.
And I'm excited for the changes that are happening with everyone, with our lives, with our teams, with life in general. So one of the things that I want to make sure that I update everybody on is a few of the important dates that you need to have in place in your calendar. And you also need to make sure that you purchase tickets. So on October 29th, we have an event called Super Saturday. And this event will be not held by, it's usually run by New York City, so we are usually the ones who take over everything. But this time we are merging with New Jersey, with Westchester, and upstate New York, as well as New York City. So the event will be much bigger than it usually is. Why am I saying that? Because it is super important for you to get your tickets very soon, like today. We are already halfway at capacity, and we want to make sure that you are there present. There will be a workout, and I'm excited to share that Core de Force will be released right after Super Saturday. And the trainers of Core de Force will be present at Super Saturday. They will be in their flesh and bone. So that is going to be super exciting. So make sure you get your tickets, bring a guest. It's a good place for you to bring somebody so that they can learn from the people who are presenting and from the environment and the community is that we stand. Something else is you should know that you get a sneak peek of Core de Force starting October 3rd. So here's what I'm doing. Because a lot of people are interested in this workout program, Core de Force is a martial arts inspired workout. So it's something that you get to do kickboxing type, a lot of kicking and punching. It's an intense workout, but it's very fun. You know what I mean? So it's something that is going to get everybody excited about ending the year strong. And you want to start, joining in on the fun. I've posted my first transformation. Giselle has posted hers. And what we're going to do is we're going to create an album so that you can also pick and choose any of the images that you feel that reflects your audience, and just feel free to grab from that album and share it on your wall, because we want to inform people about the program, answer any questions that they have as much as we can say right now. Like, we can't tell you how long the workouts are. We can't say how the meal plan will be a little bit different than what we normally do, but that follow the lead, like whatever we have posted, just follow that lead. And there's also a guide in the back office that you can follow. So I just want you to know that don't wait till November 1st to start speaking about Core de Force. Start speaking about it now. I actually have a lot of people already enrolling with their fitness programs because they want access to the sneak peek on October 3rd. So that's one of my talking pieces with people. And that's that. We also want to make sure that we keep our mission in front of us. And we know that our mission is to help people make changes in their health and in their fitness. And we change their lives in a big way. So we want to be present in their lives. We want to show them support. We want to help them along the way with the tools that they need so that they can be successful. And the best tool that you and I can provide for somebody else is to lead by example, to show them that not only that this has worked for us, but how it has worked for us. So every single day, sprinkle in your social media how it is that this journey, that this fitness program, that this Shakeology has impacted your life. And we are going to dive into the topic. And basically the topic is, whatever you focus on is what's going to expand. And if you've noticed, we have been a little bit on the kind of changes time, like really focusing in on a lot of things. And it's time to reflect. It's time to accept that there's growth that has to happen, and growth begins with us. And nothing will change until we ourselves are willing to accept the fact that growth has to happen. And myself, I put myself first, and I've recognized the fact that there's areas in my life that have to grow. So as a leader, I've taken some time to soak up information that I can then share with you. And one of the biggest things that I have learned in these past few weeks is to pay attention to what I'm focusing on. Because if I allow negativity, and if I allow my priorities, and if I allow my actions to be on the negative, then that's what's going to be expanded in my life. And then my energy is going to change. And I can't function if that happens. So I need to make sure that I keep focused on what is important, focused on what will help me. And Norris will be hopping on in a few, because we've had like a few conversations. But one of the things that I have learned is that when we are focused on things that bring us peace, we're focused on freedom. And for me, something that works is focusing on things that bring me peace and focusing on things that bring me joy. And when I feel like I'm losing that, that's when I immediately go back to my center. I go back to prayer. I go back to worship. I go back to those things that bring me freedom. And I'm very big on sticking to my fitness program. And thankfully, right now, I'm in the test group. But if you know me, you know that my workout is my source of freedom. I don't use anxiety pills. I don't use antidepressants. I don't use food anymore to escape from my worries and my anxieties. I use fitness as my escape. And I work out every day as if my life depended on it, because it does. Because if I'm going to be a happy person, I need to put a workout in my routine so that it happens. So that's something that I can control. That's something that brings me freedom. And I focus on the people that I'm surrounding myself with. So here's the sticky wicket. People can either drag you down or people can lift you up. And if you're going to expand on being lifted, you want to surround yourself by people who will lift you up and not people who will drown you. You want to be surrounded by people that are not always, tapping you on the back, but people who are believing in you, who are trusting in you, and who are allowing you to be who you are, accepting you for who you are. And you basically, you're basically focusing on, feeding in instead of gravitating the negativity from that person, if that makes sense. And then something else is, there are things that you will not be able to control. For example, we are in a business where we want to help people. We want to help people make changes to their health. We want to make people change because we see the need. We see the desperate need. But unfortunately, our hands are tied on that end. The only thing we can do is we can be the example. We can be the beacon of hope that they can look upon and say, because she did it, I can do it. And those are things you can control. So I stay focused on that, and that's where I expand. And then I focus on the things that, I pay attention to the little things that are growing in me that are not feeling right. Sometimes you feel or you have a conversation with someone and it just doesn't sit right. So then you learn to shut the door, shut the words of negativity and turn them around and speak life into anything negative that is coming into you. Any belief that you have started to think about yourself, just shut it down. And if you've seen on my live stream on Team Conquer, I have been sharing with you what I've been doing. I listed my shit list, and then I went back and I did the changes by changing all of the negativity and turning it into positive. I have to give kudos to some of the team members who have already sent their shit list through email. You can still send yours. It's good to be accountable even with that. Write out your shit list. Write out those things that are really bothering you. And then go back on another day and write them again, but write them in a positive way. And you'll see that you actually have to go to the source to write them in positive notes. So when you think about, I'm not really satisfied where I am right now, start to reflect on what is it that you're putting your focus on, because that's what's being increased in your life. And then you have to take some of those things away so that you can have space for something else.
One way for you to, hi guys, I think we'll just talk, right? I think one of the things, yes, focus, but you always have to keep in mind, what is it that you want? And obviously our goals may shift, our goals may change, because yes, we set them, but sometimes we need to rearrange things, and the journey is not always as we set it out to be. So I think that in order for you to be focused, all of us to be focused, we need to stay true to why we started this in the first place. And it's taking it as simple as the basics. So Nervous and I have been having a lot of conversations, and we're like, we need to speak about this, because in actuality, if we focus on all the negative things that are happening in our surroundings, in our lives, and even in the world, we can feed into that, and we can become not depressed. I think that we can go crazy, right? Because those are things that we see on the news, we see in our surroundings that we really can't control, but it affects our energy, right? So we can only control what's within us. Like, we can only control our actions. But even before that, we really need to be real with ourselves and know, like, okay, so what is it that I want? And it can be in your personal life, it can be in your business, it can be with relationships, it can be in your original job, goals for the future. Like, where do you see yourself 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? And then focus on those daily activities that is going to get you to that point, little by little, inch by inch, not focusing on everything that's going wrong, focusing on the areas that you can take control now, you yourself, because no one else can, and then taking it with peace, with joy, because you're learning through the journey. It's not so much the perfection part, is the process and what you're learning and enjoying everything. I love this folder and I keep it nearby. And it's literally love what you do. When I resigned from my position, and this is just a reminder of Norris, stay focused. Stay focused on what you want. When I resigned from my position from 9 years, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I want to live by design. I have the opportunity to stay at home with Elias. At the time, as a family, we made that decision because I was so miserable that it was for our family's best interest for me to save my sanity and my mind. I wasn't happy where I was. It wasn't always that I was miserable. No, I loved my job, but towards the end, they took all the energy out of me. They sucked me dry. I could have given them my life and it wasn't enough. So I was miserable, and that miserable state of mind, the negativity, I was that person. I fed into a lot of negativity. I brought it home. And that's not what I signed up to do. So you always got to bring it back, and to you it might be different. So for me is love what you do. In order for me to live a happy life, a fulfilling life, a healthy life, I need to wake up feeling happy, even if everything else is falling apart. But what I can do is get my mindset right, because it all starts in the mindset. If we start saying, I am fat, I'm fat, you better believe you're going to start seeing yourself fat. You're going to start gaining the weight. You're going to start taking actions towards achieving that goal that you've already pronounced from your mouth, right? Because what we think and we spit out, that's it. Life and death is in the tongue.
And even when we say, oh my God, life is so hard, or oh my God, this is so hard, that is going to become hard, because
if you focus on the problem, you're going to create more problems. If you focus on the progress, you're going to create more possibilities. And always keep that in mind. And for me, I've had to make a mental shift, and it's a daily commitment, because it's so easy just to drag on with the pity party. But at the end of the day, is that going to serve me? Is that going to serve my family? Is that going to serve my, the goals that I have to achieve in life? Like, I can't base my life, my happiness on a small little chapter or page that's happening in my life and let that ruin everything else that's happening. Like, let's look at the bright side of things, right? So staying focused is key, but I find that it's attached also to controlling what you want, setting goals, staying focused on those goals regardless of the storms that surround you, and then taking the action steps that you can control. Don't have anyone else, don't hand your key or your happiness to someone else. Don't give that authority to no one. Own that. Please own that. So focusing on the positive and on the good things in life is only going to make us healthier. If you want to take it to the health, I don't know, Nervous, we did speak about that too, because now that you're in the court de force, it's actually motivated me to, you know what, check myself. And I'm going to ask you the same thing. Have you checked yourself? Because I know that as coaches, we can tend to get kind of relaxed and kind of like, I got this, and I'll swing it by. I know what to do. I'll just do a cleanse and lose the 5 pounds. But when you start seeing Andre, when you start seeing Giselle, when you start seeing Nervous, that they're legit with their nutrition, with their fitness every single day, drinking Shakeology, it just ignited in me my first love for all of this, of staying committed to my health. So it's drinking Shakeology. If you're in the health bed, like feeling proud that you're logging in that Shakeology, that you're taking care of yourself, that you love yourself enough, that you're logging that shake in, and that you're drinking it and you're enjoying the benefits of Shakeology. I think that we don't give Shakeology enough credit. But I know that for 3 years, 4 now, next year, my life has never been the same. It's transformed my life from the inside out, literally, physically, my hair, it can, like, to my digestive system. Like, I can speak only on Shakeology, if you let me. And then the fitness, that is my happy pill. Like, I don't need to recruit to no therapy. Like, I can just sweat it out in my kitchen. So we are what we eat. So if we're feeding ourselves junk, we're going to start feeling crappy, sluggish, life sucks, it's hard, I feel fat, nothing fits, it's a new season. We all know that, but then let's take a step back, because that's how I was feeling. And then analyze where you're failing. Are you failing in your nutrition? If you are, then tighten that up and go back to the reason why you started all of this. And the only person that can do that is you. Well, Nervous and I can speak here and go blue. Because until you don't take control of your life, of your focus, of your energy, and where you're feeding it, what you're feeding it, you know what I mean?
Nothing will change.
Nothing will change.
So we don't want this to just be us talking. We also want to respect your time, and we want to make it a shorter call, but we want to make sure that we speak together as a team. Where are you? Where is your mindset? Where are you struggling? How are you, fighting back to stay focused and to look for, where it is that you need change? Because I think I'm looking at the season for that. Like, where can I change? Where can I improve? Where can I grow? Where can I become a better person? And the more and more I find, the more and more I ask, the more and more I find. So let's have this conversation because we're not strangers. Not all at once. You can unmute yourself or I can unmute everybody.
That's going to be loud.
That would be.
All right. Any questions?
If you have any questions,
Well, I guess that's okay. Hey, girl.
Hi.
how are you?
I'm okay. I'm good. I guess my question is, how do you focus on your nutrition? Like, I know we have all the tools and everything. Like, that's really something that I really struggle with. Like, I could be awesome, like 1, 2, 3 days. But then after that, it's like I have a tremendous sweet tooth. And I know, and Shakeology has helped a lot with it, but I still and it's always after I eat. So after I necesito algo dulce, it could be anything. And unfortunately, I have it at home. I mean, I can say, I'm not going to lie and say, oh, I don't buy none of that, because that's BS. Because, hello, I'm not going to deprive myself either, or anybody else in my house. But how do you do that? Yeah, that's my question. How do you do it?
So let me answer, because I, like you, I have a sweet tooth, right? And I have a serious sweet tooth. And I buy Oreos, I buy Chips Ahoy, and I can't buy ice cream. Because if I have ice cream in the freezer, it calls me. I hear it. It calls me, and when I pass by the freezer, I know it's there and it's calling me. So I don't buy it.
But then, okay, but that's ice cream, but that's everything for me. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday I went, my husband and I and my daughter, we went to the mall, and he stopped by Cinnabon. So he bought the box, and the box had 6 of them in there. I think it was 6 or, no, 4, I'm going to lie. But there was 1 left in the refrigerator. Today, I didn't eat the other 3. That was him. I didn't even taste it. So I knew that one was there. So I was like, I cooked, we ate, and I was like, ay, cualquiera se come un chin de helado. And he was, no, but aquí no hay. There's no ice cream. I'm like, ooh, the Cinnabon. I'm going to warm it up. I'm not going to lie. Look at my thing. I had a piece of it. With a cup.
So honest with you?
Huh?
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
What emotion are you feeding? What anxiety or what are you feeling with the desire to go and grab the sugar? And I only ask you this because the way that I trained my body, and still to this day when I need to tighten up my nutrition, which I have, I give myself 21 days. And for me, it was liquor. I love wine. I need to unwind, and I like my alcoholic beverages. Why not? But I told myself, I'm not alcoholic. I know that I'm not. I can control this body. And a piece of fruit, a piece of Oreo, I control what I put in this mouth. But it's because I made the decision in my mind to look at it as an object. And I literally did this, y yo me engranojo, for 90 days. 90 days of my life when I did Shailene Extreme. I've never done that again. But I did do it. I trained myself for 90 days to look at food as an object, and that I was in control. I would say, you can eat it or you cannot. And for me, it's pizza and Oreos.
And it's like sometiendo, you
it's looking at it like that, like you cannot control me. I get it, you have that craving, and I get it that you have it in your palate. And I know that Diana laughs at me. But you need to just cold turkey, do not eat it. Sugar wants more sugar. It's like, it's cancer. It's like it wants sugar. You have now cinnamon, and I'll trust and believe that after this, you're going to want something else because you're going to be feeling frustrated.
Can I chime in? Hi, guys.
Sure.
Wait, what I said was...
So don't pervert your palate and give yourself, and I'm saying 3 weeks, not 90 days. Do it for 21 days. If you
know what? I've been going
something bigger.
I've been going back and forth. I've been going back and forth, and in my mind saying that I'm going to do the 21-day reset, the ultimate reset. I've been toying with that since the beginning of the summer, and I don't do it because of that. Because I know that I'm like, I'm going to have to really focus on this because I really want to do it. But in my mind, I'm like, but then I'm not going to be able to have that.
So here's the thing, and this is going to go right along with it. There's this word, dominion, right? When God created the earth, he created man. He created animals, and then he created man. And he gave man dominion over animals. That means that the power of a man, the power of the human, has authority over everything else. And we have the spirit of self-control inside of us. We have to activate it because it is dormant. And if you let it loose, it will run your life wild. So I have had to resort to putting in action my self-control spirit because I had let it go. So in the test group, I feel the pressure, right? So that's one reason why I don't go to sugar. Okay. Second reason is I've had to look for substitutes for my sugar craving. So I resorted to the Fixate cookbook, and I followed a few of the recipes that have sweets there that are healthy for me. I have looked up on Pinterest. I even bought raw cacao nibs because I need ice cream. Like, yo estaba como el que I was scratching walls, like I needed ice cream and I couldn't have ice cream. So I found out how. I did bananas and I took some raw cacao nibs for the chocolate chip thing, and then I made my own brownies. And Norris was like, okay. But that filled my need for a feel of sugar. And in my head, it was like I'm in control. And I can be honest with you, Michelle, that for now, 30 days, I'm good. I don't need it because I've already trained my mind, and I've been to restaurants. I've been to parties, and I sit there and I watch people. And I'm like, yo tengo dominio propio y yo lo activo, and eso no me domina. Yo domino mi cuerpo. And period. And you know how good is, like, you have to have somebody to express yourself. For me right now, it's Audrey. I'll text Audrey and I'll be like, I just came out of an ice cream store and I didn't have one. And she's like, I smelled the pizza. I didn't have it. ¿Tú me entiendes? But we have we're giving ourselves 90 days, and I have in the freezer un dulce de coco que mi papá me trajo de Santo Domingo, and it's waiting for me in November. I don't need anything else. I just need that little thing in November. You know what I mean? So you gotta like trick your mind as if we were animals because we have dominion over ourselves. Giselle. ¿Se fue?
Wait, no, sorry. I'm here. Yes to everything you and Nora said. Oh my God. Yes. And also, I think what has helped me is just reading the ingredient list. Like, I flip that sucker around and I look at those things. I'm like, esta vaina sounds like a science project. Like, I don't want to put that in my body. And I think to myself, it's poison. That's what I tell the kids. It's poison. You're gonna poison yourself. Don't do it. It sounds dramatic, like really like drastic, but it's the truth. Like, if you start, to research all the things that are out there, like, do you really want to put that into your body just for like 5 seconds of some type of, like today I want an apple pie, but a specific apple pie, the apple pie that I used to get from McDonald's. I wanted that apple pie. I haven't been to McDonald's in years. Y de momento me vino ese craving. I'm like, oh my God, I really want apple pie. So what did I do? I grabbed a green apple. I sliced it up. I put cinnamon on it. I put un poquito de agave. And I actually put some like oatmeal, like just to give it some more texture. I put that stuff in the microwave for like 2 minutes. I took it out. It was delicious. And it made my house smell good. Craving fulfilled, and it wasn't from McDonald's, you know what I mean? So it's like, you have to look at it like Uneris and Norris were saying, does it control me or do I control it? And then you said that you don't want to deprive yourself and stuff like that, or the people in your family, but I think you're doing them a disservice by buying those things, because you're just saying like, okay, like,
No, I don't buy it. I don't do the food shopping. My husband does.
Do
And
me a favor, whoever's listening to this, and if you haven't done so already. So I'm going to share this because I guess I get not angry at you, angry at how sugar, like, Hungry for Change. It's a Netflix movie. I can go green talking about this. And I literally had my husband, I had Adeline at the time, watch that movie with me. I need to watch it with Elias because Elias does have his aunt's sugar craving. I was a junk fiend, complete junk fiend, and I used to feed myself a lot of junk. And what happens is, if you look at this documentary, and you can even see they've done things for about McDonald's too, like all the fake stuff and the sugars and the crap. And sugar is an addiction. It really is.
Just like drugs, just like alcohol.
If you don't think it is, please look into it. And my ex-boss, and this is why I have more than 5 years without drinking soda, even before I met Beachbody and Shakeology. It's because when people have cancer and they go get checked to see how their cells are going, they are given a sugary drink like soda. So the cancerous cells literally activate. So when they go into the x-ray, they can see more clearly where the cancer has spread or if it hasn't spread. Sugar loves cancer, and it's a definite. What we're eating and what we're feeding ourselves is not so much the craving, it's so much more than that. It's our health. Like, if you know what you're putting, like Giselle said, like, look at the ingredients, look at what we're feeding ourselves. Like, if you look at the Netflix documentary Hungry for Change, you'll see what I mean.
And it's all a marketing strategy.
It's marketing. In poverty areas, I was livid when I saw that shit. I was like, it's so true. In Bushwick, you don't see no healthy foods. You go to the deli and all you see is crap. And I'm like, yeah, you want to kill us. The same thing with alcohol. You have to go to the boonies to go to the health section. You know what I mean? So this is so much more. So this is why I get like a little bit, because I had to go there in order for me to see food as an object. And it's only there to give me nutrition, because I needed change. I lasted, I don't know how many years of my life, because I did not like rice. I still, to this day, I can live without rice and beans. I'm sorry, I just don't eat that. Un nervous is the Dominican chick with dulce and all that. That's not me. I'm all Italian, cheese, give me the bread, give me the wine, give me the liquor, my vodka, give me that. but that's live a healthy life. And then I'm going to feel guilty after I eat it. You probably feel like crap after you ate that cinnamon. That shit don't make nobody feel good. You're going to feel like a failure. So you're defeating yourself.
And the other thing is also...
Sorry, Michelle, I'm just talking to you like...
Track your emotions and like journal it out. Because a lot of the things that I've learned is like, píntate las uñas, date un baño con agua caliente, like take a warm bath, move away from the situation, drink water and wait 10 minutes. And if the thought still happens, then give yourself a spoon and move away. Like, those are all little tricks that I've done to train myself that it's not that important and that I can live without it. Melissa, you said that PCOS and insulin resistance is the death of you. Why? Like,
it increases the cravings for sugar. Like literally, it's like a fiend. I'm like, my veins call for it. It's a really, really big struggle. But I'm definitely gonna like look into all of the resources that you have. That's where I am. And once I fall off the wagon, it's super hard. I mean, like, my body physically goes through withdrawals because of the PCOS. It's hard in general, but then with PCOS, it's even harder.
And you'd be surprised, like when this lady, the JJ Virgin, I listened to her, Michelle, when I was in my beginning of the journey. That's where I started to learn about the importance of sugar. That's where I learned that balsamic vinegar has sugar, that like some little ingredients are added, sugar, and you think, oh, I'm not drinking sugar, but everything you eat has sugar. So then that's why you have the cravings of sugar. And you're like, but why am I still craving it? Because as Nora stated, when you eat something that has sugar, your body craves more of it. So yeah, I think it's a matter of becoming educated and making a decision. And that decision happens every single day. And it will have to have some sort of why you're not going to have it. For me, I don't have fried foods. I have 2 reasons for not having fried foods. Number 1, I have gallbladder stones. And if I have anything with oil or anything fatty, it's going to take me to the hospital. So that's my first thought. Second thought is I have heart disease and high blood pressure in my family. So I cannot afford to mess with my heart. So I stay away from anything. Like if anything is going to give my heart health, I do it because I know that every person in my family dies from heart disease. So I also know there's cancer and diabetes in my family. And I've already been scared personally in my own body with cancer. So I know that I need to stay clear from it. So once you start getting a little bit older, I'll admit it, things start to kind of like make sense in your head. And if I knew 10 years ago what I know now, my life and my health would be so much more different. So that's why I am a little bit of a sergeant and a Hitler with myself, because I think it's a personal opinion on others. I no longer have the Chobani, the other one. I have the blue one. And Norris is like, really? I said, yeah, I'm having the blue one because that's the one that has no sugar in it. And I'll put the fruit in it and no sugar. And I'm okay. So you have to make a decision and know that you are the owner of your body.
There's a book I was looking into, which is an amazing woman, Made to Crave. Made to Crave. She's a Christian woman. That's another thing.
Lisa Turkers. That's an amazing.
Yeah, I'm bad with names. Thank you.
I call her Tisurskis.
Come?
Tisurskis.
Yeah, no, I was listening to that actually before this call. And honestly, I need to remind myself of how angry I get in order for me to continue to stay focused, because obviously I am human. So it's always keeping that goal in mind. Like, what is it that I'm doing? Because for me, is more than physical. And I always say it, and people always be like, she's such a... No, it is. It's so much more than physical. I need to live a long life. Like, I want to live long and I want to be healthy. Like, I've seen so many stuff in my family and young people and everyone. Like, if I can prevent anything, it's not that I'm saying I'm going to be exempt. God only knows. But if I can prevent anything, then why not? Like, you know?
Nina stopped drinking.
Well, Nina? No, literally, look, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it until October 30th, until Adeline's birthday. I'm legit. When I say I'm legit, I'm legit. Like,
something else you need to also do is get somebody on board with you. Like my husband, I've asked him, because I could get like a real bad biatch. Like there could be a blizzard and I'll be like, I'm going to go out for ice cream. Okay. I'll be back. And he's like, but there's a blizzard. I want ice cream. I don't care. So I've asked him that it doesn't matter if we argue and we go at it. Don't buy me ice cream. That whatever I'm saying, I'm in another state of mind. Don't pay attention to me. So I've put it out there that it's for real, because ice cream will control me if I allow it. That's like the only thing that speaks.
And family members, because I'm bad too.
Yeah.
And he eats because he eats. If you're married to a man like me, oh, the guy eats.
No, they keep their stuff away from me. Like my father's like, okay, I'm moving away. I know you can't have it. And that's, everybody has to know, you know.
And it's your goal. But wait, you speak to them and you let them know, but you can't force it upon them. So like my husband, he's been skinny all his life. He's a healthy guy. He's active. He's a sports dude, whatever. But that guy eats more than 8 times a day. I can't control his eating patterns. Like, I can't. And he eats everything. But I can't follow in his footsteps. My metabolism, I wouldn't fit in through the door. So I can't. follow him. I got to follow what I need in my life. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
So bring it back to what you focus on will expand. Okay, so focus on what is it that you want. And you want to be, I always say, I want to be in tune with my body. And my body is not a dog. Like, I can't treat my body like a reward. Like, you did this, you deserve that. You did this, you deserve this. No, no. My body is a temple, and I need to take care of my temple. And one of the things that also sparked a lot in me, I'm Christian, and I would go to church. And after the church service, there would always be food. And if you look around, a lot of the pastors and a lot of the ministers are overweight. And most of them are temples of the Holy Spirit, yet they're not taking care of them. And they're not in a healthy way. So for me, that's like, you have to live according to what the word says. And it says that you have to be in control in every area of your life so that you can thrive. And if you read, again, oh my God, you need to read this, Outwitting the Devil, it will tell you how it is. Food is a atadura. It's a stronghold in our lives. So it's something that binds us. And if you look at society, and if you look, it's like it all ties together. And that's one of the biggest pieces. And I find that that's why this journey is so like vital, is so important, is so, for me, like, that's why I'm passionate, because I know if somebody can get their nutrition in place, if somebody can get their fitness in place, their life is going to get in order. It is. Most people who have their lives disorganized is because their health and their fitness and their nutrition is out of whack. Because this here will explain to you, your thoughts are going to get foggy when you don't feed your body right. You will be in a very weird mood because your body was created to run. Your body was created to sweat. Your body was created to escalate, to climb mountains, to like reach the highest potential. Your body was not created to be a couch potato. So we are reversing what we were designed to be by mistreating ourselves. So it's a blindfold that the devil puts on us and that society puts on us to make it feel good. If you think about it, youth today, teenagers, young girls that have not even had a child have bodies of women who've had 3 or 4 kids. And if you think about when we were growing up, we could say that we could look back at our pictures and be like, wow, we were so like fit. Not now, because society has infiltrated in them that to self-fulfill their needs, their cravings, and not use and or apply self-control. That's the lack, self-control. So, wow.
Any more questions? We went deep. I guess this is a topic that is close to home.
But this brings a lot of light because we are not able to move forward in anything, in our fitness, in our business, in our personal life, until we get ourselves in order. And I'm gonna really, 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 really ask of you to join us to do this. Let's do it like as a challenge with ourselves. What I put a poll in Stay Fit Through Summer. I want to change the name of the group, but I want it to be something that is meaningful to all of us, that serves us a purpose. And maybe we should make that our home-based group. And I'm actually, now that right now I feel it, that I should pick things from this book and go deep in it. Because until we don't understand the ramifications of food on our mind, we are not going to break free from it. We're addicted. We are. And the people that we want to help are addicted as well. So in order for us to walk them to freedom, we need to become free first. You see that? It's a domino effect. So take time tonight and just go in and make your vote on what I made a live video explaining what I'm thinking, and then just poll, like put it in there. Anyone else have any questions? Thank you guys for being here tonight. All right. So you know what? I really, really do love this. I like it when we have conversations because I don't like having a one-way situation. Let me know what you think about this, if we should do this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes so that we can end this year completely strong. Okay?
We should set goals. Like, what is for a month, 30 days.
Because you know what? I'm gonna have turkey for Thanksgiving. I promise you that. I'm gonna have turkey, and I'm gonna have pie. I'm gonna have pie with vanilla ice cream on top and some walnuts. Okay? I want some.
He's uncontrollable.
But for now, let's set ourselves up with a goal, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. Michelle, I think you should go with no sugar. And I think you should just dive into the reset.
Go cold turkey. Ya tú lo hiciste. You spoke it here. So that means it's been lingering a lot.
It's been it's honestly like it's something that
It's a summit.
Beginning of the summer.
Anita Myron is doing it on Snapchat. So follow her. She's like inspiring me to do it. What are you going to do, Melissa?
Katie and I are supposed to be starting T25 on Monday. So over the weekend, I have to plan my meals and stuff. I'm in the middle of apartment hunting. You know my situation. So I'm literally living out of bags and my house is complete chaos. So it's been really like emotionally stressful here. Not an excuse, just my reality. But I'm going to find a way to make it work. So
okay,
that's what I'm doing. Starting Monday, Katie and I are supposed to be doing T25. So I haven't finished that program. So that's what we'll be.
I love it. And Rosa, what are you doing?
She can't find the unmute.
Find it. I think I'm going to try just not having any sugar for a whole month, because that is a weakness of mine. I tend to, when I'm stressed, and especially around that time of the month that my friend comes, it's just like everything sweet, I want it. So if I could just go start 30 days without any sugar, that would be an accomplishment.
I'm going to share my Reese's Pieces chocolate peanut butter Shakeology recipe.
That is cool.
I had some with coconut oil and peanut butter during PMS. You don't kill nobody.
Okay.
Everybody stays alive.
Yeah, that's like the worst time. It's like, and that's how I know it's coming, because all of a sudden, all I think about is that, and I know that's why it gives me the warning. So, yeah.
Michelle, we said you're going to be thinking about the reset?
No, I'm going to order it. I'm not even going to think about it because I've been thinking about it since the summer. So it's something that it's going to bother me.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's dale.
Dale, guada.
Guada. Betty. What are you going to do, Betty? Oh, que te unmute you. I unmuted you.
¿Me oyen?
Sí.
You hear me? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the sugar thing, because it's, and I can't stop the coffee, and I've cut I used to have 3 spoons of sugar and I cut to 1, but I have to cut on the sugar definitely.
Okay. Good. I like this. I really do love this conversation.
You're going to feel so strong every time you say no. Oh, I used to snap pictures when I was in my thing. I'm like, you can't control me. I said no to you. It was like that.
Giselle, I just know you tied to court divorce, so you can have no sugar. What do you want to do? Giselle. You're unmuted, Giselle.
I am sorry that there's a lot of chaos going on here. Hold on. Hold on. My daughter has asthma, and then we have the machine on. Well, my thing right now is mental. So, sorry. So I really want to stick to just being more positive in my mind because it's been guys.
So
Yeah.
do you have this? You have abundance now. So start
Yes.
writing your affirmations, at least 3 affirmations, your 7th truth you're
Mhm.
gonna live by that day. And I have them on index cards, the ones that I don't believe. I have them on index
I
cards.
still need to give you my
Your shit list.
poo-poo list. My poo-poo list. I can't say that right now.
I have my words on my lies that I turned into truths on index cards, and I read them every single day until they get up here. So that's something we can do. Karina, I know you're on here. I don't know, unmuted. What are you gonna do, Karina?
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I noticed I was unmuted. Well, I've been doing, I have to say, doing the 30-day challenge.
I see you on
gave me-
Snapchat because I follow
Yeah.
some of you on Snap.
I'm 30. So it's really been it's actually been a real life changer in various aspects of my life. So honestly, saying no to sugar has been quite easy so far. The time of the month has not come yet, but so far it's been really good. I've been drinking my coffee black and use like all the little things that I would put sugar on. I haven't been, so it's been good.
Good, very good. So you're gonna continue working on your sugar.
Absolutely.
And la señorita Sahara, you're unmuted. Sahara. She probably left the room. All right, Nina. I know you're gonna go drinking. Nina. Se fue Nina. And Damari, I think this is Damari from 203, right, Damari? I don't know if people on the phone can't talk.
But Nina wrote on the chat. I don't know if you see it there.
I see Nina that she's not going to drink until November 11th because it's her birthday.
No, but then she says, I've not been eating enough. I need to eat the right amount and drink more water. I also need to motivate myself more. I've been doing Shakeology and exercising, but with no passion. And that she's doing PIO.
All right, Nina, we need to find out where you've lost it, because if you are not doing, you gotta wake up excited to go kill somebody in your workout. It has to be that serious. You have to be aware that you're doing this for a reason and for a purpose. Whether it is you're doing it in the name of somebody that can't do it. Some days I do that. I have friends of mine who are battling chemo, who are in the hospital, and they can't do it themselves. So I put myself, if they could do it, they would be there. So they can't, I'm going to do it for them. And I do it in their name. I do it because I tell you, I have different reasons. I feel down some days, and I know that I need the boost. I know that it's going to help me feel happier. I was very anxious, because there's a lot of thoughts in your head. So I don't sleep well at night. And by working out, I get tired and I go. And her kids are sleeping, and that's why she can't talk. So if you want, give me a call, Nina, and, we always talk and figure this out, all right? Because you got to find the passion. And that's the end of it, guys. We have to know why we do it, and we have to love what we're doing every single day of our lives. Number one, we're going to see the results. And number two, we will speak with conviction, and we will, mira, call me, because a number is not going to define you, and I'll explain to you. She's saying that, for those of you who can't read it, that she's discouraged because her 40th birthday is almost here and she's still not 135.
I saw your picture. Stop it.
And she showed us in Tanguita, and she's
Mira, hazme el favor.
All right. So, guys, let's just regroup, and let's just end this year strong in our mind first. Okay? We got this. I love each and every one of you, y les mando un beso y un abrazo. Hasta la vista. Sayonara. Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good